Hi, my name is Joya and welcome to my channel, Adventure Beyond Front Door. Today I want to talk to you about something that I mentioned in my last video about travel companions. Do you know your travel companion, or are you going to go solo? In this video I'm actually going to talk to you about travel with people, groups, or by yourself. I've been a pretty much solo traveler for, let me think, about 35 years, traveling overseas for that many years, and I find that traveling by myself has always been easy. But a lot of people, when they take their first time out, which I'll talk to you about solo traveling, is a bit daunting to people. They think, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? I'm doing this on my own. I don't know what I'm doing. And look, that's how I felt when I first started traveling. But one of the things that I have learned is, as a solo traveler, you can be a little bit selfish. I know that sounds really bad, but when you are traveling on your own, one of the good things is that can sometimes be a blessing in disguise. When I talk about a blessing in disguise, I mean traveling on your own can sometimes be great because you don't have to wait on another person. You don't have to wait for a group of people. I've never actually gone on a group trip where there's more than 3-4 people. I don't know how it would go with a busload of people for weeks on end, but I have done bus trips with a group of people for just a day trip, and even then you're still waiting for somebody. So in this video I'm actually going to talk to you about solo travel, group travel, and partner travel, or going with a friend, just one friend, and how much I have found the difference on all of those can be. Today I'm sitting on a train. I'm waiting to go on an adventure by myself once again, but I'll have that in another video. So let's talk about single travel, the fors and against of single travel. I like to travel on my own if I can. The reason being is that I get to do things that I want to do. I get to look at things I want to see. I get to spend as much time out there just looking at something, not being told, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. When I fly internationally, I do a lot of traveling on my own. It does get a little bit expensive because you're paying for a little bit more because you're a solo traveler. But over the past few years, one of the things that I have found is, as a solo traveler, there is more hotel rooms that is for one person. If you go on bookings.com, agoda.com, or any of those other sites, I mostly use those, you will find that you don't have to have 2 people for the room that you're going to have. They set it up for a single person. You may get a single bed, so you might want to upgrade to a couple's room or a 2-person room, but the rooms are adequate, I find. And the other thing is that I've been finding more and more studio apartments when I'm traveling. So for me, being a single traveler, it allows me to have my own space. It's a little bit bigger, so look into those kind of things. The expense of traveling on your own does come at a price, but the freedom. You can't say no to the freedom. One of the things that I have also found is that you can still do tours by yourself. You can still do everything by yourself. It just means that you are walking around by yourself. You're not got somebody else there always to talk to. But maybe that's a blessing. Maybe that is a good idea. You'll have quiet time. You'll be able to relax, not being rushed to get to the next point. Let me talk to you about now couples or friend travel. You know your partner. That's a good thing. You know what they're like at home. You know what they're like if you live with them. If you don't live with them, this is going to be a big step because you just don't know what they're going to be like when you are traveling. So think about that. How are you going to travel with them? It's going to be compromises. There's going to be all of those kind of things. So that's one thing that you're going to have to do when you are traveling with a partner. The other thing is with partners and with a friend, you need to make sure that it's the right people you are traveling with. The reason why I'm asking this is because there is things that some of us travelers call Klingons. It's someone who clings to you 24/7 when you are traveling. You cannot go even to the bathroom without that person standing outside the door because they're afraid to be out there by themselves. So know who you are traveling with. I have traveled with a few people who are Klingons and a few people who are moody in the mornings, people who want to do everything their way, constantly their way. So always remember, you have to be able to compromise, and the person with you needs to compromise on things. I have a really good friend who I've traveled with several times overseas, and we had a little bit of a joke on one of our trips was, I saw you when you were sleeping, so I knew you were okay. Because she went off and did her thing, and I went off and did my thing. We occasionally caught up for meals, but what we did was we shared that room. We shared the cost of that room. And that's another thing that you can do is go with a friend. Pick a place that you spend time with, only in the room. Share the cost of that room if you want a better room where you can have twin beds in it. And that's the other option with going with another person. I've also done some travel with people, friends of mine, where there's been 3 or 4 of us. And that's a great situation because you can always have one of you that goes and relaxes by themselves, or relaxes and does something with one of the others, and the other one has a friend to go with. But nighttime, I found a couple of times when I've gone with them, is they want to stay out till 2, 3, 4 in the morning. That's not me. But I go and I enjoy it. It's only while you're on vacation or on a holiday that you go and do these things. And I don't mind just going out of that little zone that I'm always in that, yep, I'm ready for bed about 11 o'clock at the latest and I don't want to go out at night. But when you are traveling with a group of friends, you have a blast. So always remember, you will always have in that group that one that wants to stay out or a couple of them that want to stay out late at night. Go out a couple of times with them. You don't have to go out every night if there's a few of you. When you are traveling, just remember in that group that you all have different likes, dislikes. You don't have to do everything together as a group. So always remember that. You can do something on your own if you are in a group. You have a card to the room. Always make sure that you've got the card to the room. And you all have a great time. If people in your group are like, how do you say it, a little bit over the top, you can always just say, hey, look, I want to go for a walk down down this road here, or let's have a coffee, and it gets them out of that stimulation of they're probably worried, they're probably overstressed, or they're anxious about where they are, and that could be why they're over the top. So I know I say over the top, but there might be just one of those things. So just think about them. Think about how they are thinking or how they are traveling. Sometimes we all need our own time out. So what I'm trying to say is pick your traveling companions or go solo. I love going solo, and I am so looking forward to my trip at the end of April, because I'm going to a different place, a place that I've never been to. It's been on my wish list. I'm traveling solo, and I'm looking forward to that adventure. So just think about it. What I have to say is, do you want to go solo? Do you want to go as a couple? Do you want to go with a friend, or do as a group? You have to make your own choices. These are my choices, and these are my experiences over the past 35 years of traveling. Actually, more than 35 years, but I'm not telling my age. These are the things that I've experienced. And every time I travel, something new changes. Something different changes. Something that you never think would happen happens. So just remember, if you are traveling on your own, give your family an itinerary of kind of like what you're going to do maybe, or just send them a text home in the morning to let them know where you are, what you're going to do that day, if you've got concerned family. If you're in a couple, you don't need to worry about those things. But give a family member still back home some information on your flights and information about where you're going to be approximately on flights. And if you're taking trains and things like that, let somebody back here at home know what you are doing approximately, so that they know if anything happens in the world. And that's the same with a group. Still give somebody back home all your information. So I hope that you've enjoyed listening to my ramble on about solo travel, couple travel, friend travel, or group travel, and make up your own minds how you want to travel. So, well, I will see you in the next video, and I hope that you enjoy the content that I've got. I've rambled, but I've given my opinion, and my opinion does not mean that you have to follow it. So please enjoy your holiday and have fun. Get out there. I do. Talk to you soon. If you like it, before I finish off, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And I will have more travel tips over the coming weeks. See you soon. Bye.